Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to Corporate Daduji, your one-stop destination for personal and professional growth. Today, I have a story for you, but it's not just any story, it's a reflection of something deeper, something that hits close to home. It's a tale from a jungle far away, but as you listen, you might begin to see shadows of our own world in it, particularly in our education system here in India. Stay with me till the end, and I promise you'll walk away with a new perspective on a subject we often take for granted. In a jungle where the sun barely filtered through the dense trees and every creature moved with purpose, the king of the jungle, Mr. Lion, made a proclamation that would echo through the animal kingdom. No child shall remain uneducated. Every single one of them must receive proper schooling. It sounded like a noble cause. All the parents nodded in agreement. After all, education was the key to their children's future, wasn't it? So, every young creature in the jungle, whether it was the child of the mighty elephant, the nimble monkey, the swift fish, or the towering giraffe, was sent to the new jungle school. The excitement was palpable. Books were opened, lessons were taught, and the first unit test arrived quicker than anyone expected. But then came the unexpected twist. The elephant's child failed. The news spread like wildfire. The mighty elephant, proud and strong, couldn't believe it. He stormed into the school and demanded, "In what subject did my child fail?" The teacher, calm but firm, replied, "Tree climbing." Tree climbing. Of course, the elephant's child had failed. It had never climbed a tree in its life. Shocked, the elephant didn't see the absurdity of the situation. Instead, he hired the best tutors, pushed his child day and night, making it practice climbing trees. "You must succeed," he repeated, as though the weight of the jungle's expectations rested solely on the poor child's shoulders. Time passed, and the final exam results were announced. As you may have guessed, the monkey's child topped the class in tree climbing. It was, after all, a natural-born climber. The elephant's child, the giraffe's child, the giraffe's child, the fish's child. They all failed. At the grand prize-giving ceremony, the monkey's child stood tall, a shining medal around its neck, while the other parents stared in disbelief and frustration. The elephant scolded his child, "Why couldn't you climb the tree like the monkey? We did everything: tuition, training, practice. What went wrong?" The fish's child, suffocating in the jungle school, failed not only in tree climbing but in every subject except swimming. The principal said coldly, "Your child is unfit for our classes. It can't stay out of water long enough to attend." The fish's child sobbed, "Mother, I feel like I'm drowning in this place. Why can't I go to school in the water?" But even the fish couldn't see beyond the jungle's standards. "This is the best school. Focus on your studies," she said sternly. As the defeated parents and their exhausted children left the school, they crossed paths with an old, wise fox. The fox noticed their frustration and asked, "Why do you all look so down?" The elephant, still simmering with anger, said, "My child couldn't climb a tree. The monkey's child is the star of the school, and we've been humiliated." The fox chuckled, a deep, knowing laugh. "Why?" he asked. "Are you forcing your child to climb a tree?" He turned to the elephant. "You have a strong trunk, my friend. Why not use it to reach the biggest fruit? You don't need to climb." Then he pointed at the camel. "You have such a long neck. Stretch it to the tallest branches. Why would you ever need to climb?" And finally he looked at the fish. "Why send your child to this school, where it can't even breathe? One day it will swim across oceans and make you proud. Don't force it to learn something it was never meant to do. Key takeaways. Now, my friends, let's pause and reflect. This story is not just about animals, it's a mirror reflecting our very own education system. In today's world, especially in India, we see children being molded to fit into the same box, as if success can only be measured by how well they climb the same tree. We expect every child to master the same subjects, walk the same paths whether they are suited to it or not. Here are some reflections. The pressure to excel in conventional subjects, just like the elephant's child was forced to learn tree climbing, we see students being pressured into subjects like math and science. But not every child is meant to be an engineer or a doctor. Some have talents in arts, music, sports, and more. Our system, however, often overlooks these gifts. Tuition culture parents, like the elephant, believe that more tuition and coaching can turn any child into a topper. But can a fish truly thrive on land, no matter how much training it gets? A system obsessed with results success is defined by ranks and grades. Just because the monkey's child topped the class, the elephant and fish were seen as failures. But in reality, every child has its unique strength. The system just doesn't recognize it. Neglecting natural talents, the fish's child excelled in swimming, yet it was forced into an environment that suffocated it. Similarly, students with incredible talents in areas like creativity, sports, or communication are often forced into a mold that doesn't fit them. Call to action. The question is, how can we change this? We must rethink how we define success and education. Instead of pushing every child into the same mold, let's recognize their unique strengths. Let's encourage them to follow their natural talents, whether it's in sports, arts, or entrepreneurship. Remember, education should be a path to growth, not a race to the top of the same tree. Let's create an environment where every child can thrive, whether they climb trees or swim through oceans. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Corporate Daduji for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired.